Players of Magic the Gathering have never had so many choices available to them. And with so many choices, players are beginning to ask, am I getting the best deal? Everyone enjoys a good deal. Everyone likes the idea that they are saving money when they buy a product when compared to a previous price point. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today, because there are a lot of deals going around right now in the world of Magic the Gathering. Ever since the 30th anniversary, Wizards of the Coast has had a real hard time selling a lot of their sealed products. Players have lost a lot of faith in it, and that has led to product not moving, being stuck at the store level and distribution level, and even at the Wizards of the Coast warehouse level. Now, when you look at these products, they themselves are a fine example of overproduction. It's not that it's not a good game. It's not that that particular set was good or bad. It's just there's too much of it. Wizards of the Coast has not cut their production numbers, and now players get to take advantage of that. Distribution level is clearing these things out. It's almost like a mini Amazon dump in some places, even here in Canada. I'm going to show you some local deals right now that you can get, and these are in Canadian prices, so you'll have to kind of change and value your dollar differently depending on where you are. But I wanted to share some of these because they really are a good deal. We are starting at face-to-face games here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and look at the 4 deals being faced before you right now. Remember, Canadian prices. Streets of New Capenna for $79.99. That's right, $80 a box. When was the last time we remember these prices? Because it's been about 7 years since I remember anything close to that. An amazing deal. Then we've got Crimson Vow. Yes, it's out of print, and yes, people don't like it, but $84.99. Come on, there's still a good price point there. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty collector boxes. Do you remember Neon Ink? Does it seem that ancient, that long ago? Those used to be $400 a box. $399. I remember them. $399. And now $199.99. Remember the mana base there? We got Bozaju Who Endures. That's right, never got banned. I thought that would. Otawara the Soaring City, the Seat of the Empire. We have got amazing cards, but then we've also got a 4th box there. Another collector box. Streets of New Capenna. That's right, Triomes, guys. Remember that. Triomes in there. Full art, fancy, beautiful Triomes to mix with Ikoria. But we're not done. This is not the end. Because when you look at a box for $79.99, when you take a look at that box at face-to-face, and you realize even with tax, that's less than $90 Canadian a box. Imagine the US price point. Imagine anyone here watching in the US, how that is for you to buy. What is that, $50 a box for a draft box? That means you're doing a draft night for like $15 a person. That is a deal. Like, deals like this do not always come along, but when they do, and if you're a person who does have cash flow, these are the things you can take advantage of for the future. Now, I'm not saying these boxes are ever going to go up in price. I'm not making predictions on the financial outlook of these particular products because I still think there is a large overabundance of them on the market, but this is a really sweet deal, okay? These are good prices, and they got 266 of these in stock. There was like 280 something. It's down to 266 when I took this photograph. I'm sure they still have well over 200, but it's the idea that they got this cheap because there was overproduction somewhere down the line. Wizards of the Coast will make corrective actions to fix that later and going forward, realizing they don't want to just like throw product into a landfill. They don't. Okay, they know it's wasteful. They know it's bad for their image. So they will get a kind of tighter pull on that. You have to understand how companies work, and they will take corrective action, but it is steps and steps down the line. It's not going to happen yet. They've already got things in the works, though. So you look at that price. But now, check out some of the older products, because a lot of stores get stuck with older product because they just can't move it. And in this case, we're looking at Masters 25. It came out in 2018. And there's been a whole series of Master products. Remember Ultimate Masters, Iconic Masters, Masters 2015, 2016, 2017, right? Before they kind of killed off the line with Ultimate Masters. But as they give us new reprint sets, these products tend to sit on shelves, which means they put them on sale. Yes, they have some age to them. They've gotten a little bit older. Some players are going to seek these out for collection buying or maybe to have some nostalgic feel. But that price is not bad considering how old the product is. $304.49. Marked down from $349.99 BC. You can tell this isn't from the distributor level, right? Because that price point of only $50 roughly, $45, $50 or whatever, is directly from the store. You can look at that price and say that's not from a distributor. When you compare it to the other prices you've just seen, you know this has been sitting on their books. This is on the inventory at face-to-face games. They want it off. So they're trying to mark it down a little bit, try to entice players to maybe pick this product up. But really, if they wanted to really move it, they would have marked it for $150 to $180. And that would have probably had somebody biting on it. At this price, I don't think you'll move it, but it's still not a bad deal for a player who's interested in getting those products. And let's end this one off here. Let's check this out. Here's 401 Games, and I'm showing you Dominaria United. Now, for anyone who remembers when it was first released, because it's not an old product, here in Canada, here at 401 Games in particular, it was $319.95. Then after like 2 weeks of it being released, it got marked down to $299.95. Don't forget, Lost Legends are in this thing. The Tabernacle, the Abyss, Neither Void, All Hallows Eve. Crazy cards could be found in any of these boxes, right? That's what they were trying to sell us on. Not to mention, you got like Sheoldred and stuff in there. You have some good cards in this set. So you look at that and you say, okay, but now they've marked it down to $254.95. Again, you can tell that that is not from a distributor. That is directly from the store. And when stores are marking it down, they want to get it off the books. They want to move things on to the newest product line coming up. They want to move some cash around. So they're willing to take a hit, take a bit of a loss, give the players a bit of a deal. And when you compare it to the previous price point, when we look at this thing at $319.95 as opposed to the $254.95, that is quite the savings. That is a good deal for a lot of players to afford, and the chance for Lost Legends as a little bit of a little bonus at the end. I gotta say, Wizards' overstock that has allowed for this to happen is just amazing for players who can get in on this. I know not every player can, but a good deal doesn't just come around once in a blue moon. They do come around. You just have to be ready at the time. I myself did have some of these in a shopping cart. I was almost ready to buy, and then I slapped my hand and said, I gotta save for my Arabian Nights cards, and I took them out of the cart and I said, so tempting. Especially when I looked at the Streets of New Capenna, because it has the triomes in it, and there's so many decks I would like to build. There's cards I'd like to play with friends, have some chaos draft nights. Good deals are around. In this environment we're in right now, you will find many opportunities available because a lot of stores want your cash. A lot of businesses want to see if they can entice you in, and distributors, Wizards of the Coast warehouse, they want to move the product. Will they get better deals than this? I can't say. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't see into the future. But I gotta say, it's a good time to be a Magic player, because we've never had this many selection choices available. You can still go buy Zendikar Rising. You can go back and get Ikoria still. You can get Jumpstart on sale right now. Jumpstart 2022 is also on sale. Brothers War is on sale. You can look at these things, even if it's only a few dollars off from when they released it, you're still saving money, and it's products that are in rotation that you can enjoy and have a good time with. This is a great time right now to be a Magic player. And a shopping Magic player, it's even better. Low-end reserve list prices are still down. The market, everyone's still kind of about the whole bank thing and the recession, the big R word. This lends to uncertainty. Uncertainty leads to deals, leads to the availability that has not been there for a long time, and this is our chance as players to grab it if you're in the position to buy it, because not everyone is. Everyone's got groceries and bills to pay for. I hate to put a damper on a good deal, but let's face it, life is life, and it's more important than the card game. But if you can put a box or two aside to save for a rainy day, to have a draft night a couple of years from now, that is a pretty exciting thing to know you've saved 20-30% at least, if not as much as 50%. Crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being on the channel today. Let me know if you've seen any good deals like this. Put them in the comments section. Let's get this conversation rolling. Are you buying or are you waiting? Thanks a lot for hanging out. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. And of course, a big shout out and thank you to all the fantastic patrons on my channel. Guys, you make it worthwhile when we have to have these conversations about amazing magic topics, and it's because the patrons are supporting the channel. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. You made it to the end. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. And don't forget, I know you're watching this video probably on a Thursday, but this weekend is the live stream giveaway. And I'll be honest, I didn't get to ship last month's stuff. It's still sitting here in a pile because I've been working so many hours, but I'll have to try to get to the post office, put this stuff out. Actually, a local post office I used to go to closed down, so it's a little bit harder to get there, but I'll work this out. I still have packages to ship from the last month or so. I'll put all this stuff together with the winner we're going to have this weekend. We have some old stuff to give away. Remember the old card section? As well as all reserve list cards that will be given to some lucky patron or YouTube membership member. We don't know who's going to win. It'll be on the wheel on the live stream on Sunday. I can't wait to see you guys all there. Have an awesome night, man. Let's go play some Magic. Let's have a good time.